What's up, guys? Chris here with a visualization. I had this idea about upper class, middle class, and lower class people, and how I think everyone's a lot more connected than we want to believe, or everyone's a lot closer than we want to believe. And so, in this diagram here, I'm going to show you in a second, we're talking about the different classes. So, we have here, if you think about upper class, middle class, and lower class. So, we tend to think of it on this scale where these people have the most advantage. These people kind of, again, obviously in the middle, and these people have no opportunities, have the worst opportunities. And I don't believe that's the case. And why I believe that is because I think that our extremes are more the same than people think, meaning the people who have the most and the people who have the least are actually a lot closer than them to the people in the middle. And so I see it like this. If you take your upper class and lower class and you make it a cycle this way, where upper class and lower class are really very similar, but they kind of have their backs to each other where they're looking in opposite directions. And what keeps it all together is these people in the middle. I believe most freedom and everything else are the people in the middle actually have the most freedom and the most ability to do the most good because of this. And I'll tell you, when you look at people who are in extreme upper on echelon of society, or whatever, however you want to put it, there's no freedom because there's a lot of, first you have to protect your assets and you're always on guard mode because you never know if the people coming across you, if they want something for you, if they're there just to gain your resources, or if they actually truly care about you. You also don't, your lifestyle doesn't allow you, or it puts you in a position where you're actually interacting with anybody who's lower on the scale. You're always up here, you're doing things to maintain that life, you're doing things to sustain it, so it costs you a lot to maintain that. Reverse the people on the bottom. They don't really have access to a lot of resources, so they're stuck in this bubble where they're only interacting with people like themselves in their environment. So they never really fully get to understand or interact with anyone who's on that opposite side of the scale because they're just stuck in their situation with lack of opportunity, lack. The people who get to see both sides of the coin are the people in the middle, where you get to interact with people. You can walk to a street handler or whoever, or walk in a homeless shelter and just help out, volunteer, and get to learn about people who don't have. But you could also work at a job where maybe your boss, your CEO, or a client of yours, or whoever, lives on this side, and you get to interact and learn about what they go through. So you get a full spectrum on both sides of the coin. You're not just stuck with your people within here. And that's the reason why I believe they're very much alike when you get to the extremes, is because lack of freedom, lack of opportunity. Yeah, you may have a lot of money and quote unquote a lot of opportunities, but you're only interacting with certain amounts of people, so you don't see what's going on there. So it limits your perspective on things. And so I believe the extremes among us are really actually very similar. And the reason why I wanted to post that up, because I think hopefully a video like this can make people understand, like, wow, while I may have a lot of things, or I may have a little bit of things, I'm actually very similar. And the people in the middle are actually the ones running the show, the ones helping, the ones doing the most. And I think the people in the middle class tend to look at themselves like, oh, I'm trying to get here, I should work harder and do this and grind and move and hustle to get there. And it's this carrot, I think, that people want to reach when they realize when they get there, it's not really what you thought. And you actually have more freedom when you're here, when you're in the middle, when you're amongst the people. I think that's the beauty of life. That's where life takes off. And when you can understand that your situation is the best possible situation for you, yeah, you may want to work a little harder to change certain things, but realizing that the joy and the happiness is right here available to you now. And it's up to you to kind of take that over, to do that, to thrive within that situation or scenario where this strive to get to a certain point, thinking you're going to be free when you get there, thinking life's going to be way better when you get there. One thing I like to tell people I mentor is no matter where you go, there you are. So you're still you no matter what situation you step into. If you came into extreme poverty and you're a jerk and you're a mean person, if you made more money or if you got to the next level, you would still be a jerk or a mean person. You would just have opportunities probably to make more people miserable, be a jerk to more people. Where if you're a kind-hearted, humble, good person, a person of integrity, you're going to be that when you're here, you're going to be that when you're here, and you're going to be able to show more, maybe share more when you get to here. But that's really all that changes. You, the person, doesn't really change. And so the middle class people, I think, because they have perspective on both sides and they have access to both of these people, they're the ones with the most freedom, the ones who have the most impact. So I think we need to stop, as a middle class or whatever of people, stop looking to the higher ups or the people to do the thing for us and take care. I don't have time to be involved with this or that, whether it be politics, whether it be volunteer work, whether it be making decisions in your town. Stop thinking you don't have time for that. You're the ones, the people you are needed to make the change are the people in the middle, because the people up here may not even know what you know because you're going through it. You're in the trenches, you're dealing with the day in, day out workforce or whatever, so you're the person who needs to help make the change. We can't look to people at the bottom and feel bad and be so upset and be all this like it's their fault for doing that stuff. These people may not have a perspective and they not understand stuff because they can't see it because they're so down here. So it's up to the people in the middle to try and bridge the gap and be that freedom, be those leaders, be the people who take the chances and take the next steps to help create real change. Stop looking in either direction to do it. The people in the middle are the ones that have the power and need to get together to make the change happen. I hope this video makes sense. Again, it's just an idea I had and I wanted to share it with you guys. Make sure you like, comment if you agree, share, and I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you guys next time.